So now I have with me Miss Indu Govind. She's the business development manager at one of the seven tech transfer offices set up by National Biopharma Mission at Timid, and she's also an author of the book Magic Weavers: Women in IP. Hi, Indu. Welcome. How are you feeling today?
Yeah, thank you so much, Pooja. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm so glad that I could be part of this venture. I'm so proud and glad. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
The pleasure is absolutely mine because I was not even sure that you would agree to contribute to chapter. So thank you so much, Indu, for doing it. And why don't you walk our viewers through your career path? How have you been working in this field? Why did you get into this field first of all? Um, and what interests you about it? So now over to you, Indu.
Okay, to start with, my introducing myself, I'm basically a technology a transfer professional. My role is business development manager at the technology transfer office set up by National Biopharma Mission. Uh, for over 4 years, I have been in this field, dealing, discussing, and helping innovators to just bring their innovative ideas to life. Before entering this technology transfer arena, I was an engineer. I was an instrumentation engineer. I have been working in the different engineering roles till then. Uh, so once I mean, during my career as an engineer, the technology was always my passion. Engineering and technology was my field. So as I started having access to different roles over the years, slowly I started getting more and more interest on the business aspects, like how exactly these technologies are being accepted by the society, how exactly people deal with it, what is the process. So with that thought, I started to understand more about like the technology transfer, the intellectual property, etc. So learning
Okay.
once we get the flavor of how exactly we do, how the whole process goes in, I just have a spark like, why don't I myself get into this field? That's how I thought of like, why don't I shift my career from the engineering role to a business development manager. So actually it wasn't easy because I have to update my skills. Like I have to undergo various courses of business development, need to have certain hands-on experience on IP, technology commercialization, technology transfer, etc. But even though it was challenging, now it's quite rewarding for all the struggles that has been gone through. And now there is no looking back. And what I believe is through these years at the tech transfer office, uh, not only me, we as a team, the technology transfer office team, tips. We have been successful up to an extent in helping researchers in academia to understand the relevance of IP and why they should not just hold on to just having a granted patent or a copyright, and why there is a need to just spread it out and just transfer it to make something beneficial to the society.
It's a
This is
complete
quite.
shift, quite a shift for you, right? I mean, since
Yes,
you were an engineer, suddenly you were put
yes,
into a sea where you have to learn swimming all over again, uh,
yes,
learn the new skills, and also there's a second transition, not just transition in the terms of your career shifting from engineering to tech transfer, but also in bringing out the technologies, understanding their significance, and getting them to the market. And as you said, the entire team is helping in
yes,
changing the
yes,
perspective. So that is a
yes.
second transition role for you, right? Because you are contributing back to the society. So that's very good and very nice to hear, that the team is is successful in doing so, because there's always a challenge in bringing in a perception change among the researchers. So
Yes.
congratulations to the entire team, Indu. Um,
Thank
so
you.
you were talking about your field, and what is it that exactly interests you um, in the field? Like you mentioned about as an engineer, you knew about the technologies, working on the technologies, but then when you are transferring academic technologies, there's a difference between both. So.
Yes, there has been a difference in the goals, I agree, but almost like one, basically both of them go hand in hand, right? Because being an engineer, we already have the skills of communicating. And what
True.
I believe is being in the technology transfer office, that is one of the key skills that you need. You need to have the power to communicate, or the ability to communicate, as well as you need to have that ability to listen to listen, understand. So what I believe is being an engineer has helped me a lot in coming up with all these kind of qualities. And this field, as I've already mentioned, like it's quite a dynamic field in which every day you deal with new things. There are a lot of new things to be learned, a lot of new experience, and along with that, I should agree that yes, there has been lessons learned as well. But it was quite interesting, and it is truly rewarding. Once you see something that you have worked in. Currently, we had a case where a clinician, she was there, she had an idea, she didn't know like what to do. She just
Okay.
over yeah, over the social media handle, she came to know about tips and time it, and then she approached us. So we were able to help her with time it is basically, as some of you might be knowing, it's a business incubator of Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute of Medical Sciences. Basically, this incubator was able to support this innovator. She is basically a clinician. So, and her idea was initially it was quite raw. So we from tips, along with the team from timet, we all had a long series of discussions and trainings for her, and finally yes, now her prototype is ready and it's ready to be transferred. The IP has been protected. Now we are looking for potential partners as well. So basically it's all about creating an impact to the society, and that's quite rewarding when we see people whom like the uh, maybe a clinician or an engineer or maybe a student who come up with a raw idea. Finally, the satisfaction that you see once it is turned into a prototype, that's quite rewarding, and that's what actually excites me most in this profession.
And I can hear the satisfaction in your voice, Indu. That means that you truly like your work.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for future? Because as you said, technology transfer has new challenges every day. So which means that
Yes.
you have to keep upgrading your skills and knowledge. So what are your future plan? How um, do you plan to take up new courses or any trainings?
Yeah, actually, this we have to be being it like any other profession in this in technology transfer field. Also, you have to be up, quite updated in your skill set, everything. And so, what I was planning is as a short term uh, target or a goal. I have been attending various conferences, increasing my network connections via the various social media handles, as well as attending conferences. Basically, building up new relationship and partnerships to understand more on what exactly is happening around in this technology transfer or technology commercialization field. I have been I'm planning to take up courses from autumn. Already have completed certain courses from STEM. I'm looking
Okay.
towards the RTTP, the Technology Transfer Professional, the tagline RTTP as well. So that also in progress. Maybe yes, maybe some courses on licensing, and long term. I have plans to be kind of a motivator, or maybe as a leader, like you have been, bringing up people from various, I mean, people who are working in the same field, to just bring them together, create a platform wherein they can just freely just interact and understand and learn from each other, and get more people to come and join this field, so that together we can make a difference to society.
Thanks, Indu. Definitely what you have said resonates the aim and motto of Dhwani, that is to inspire and get inspired. So um,
Yes.
I hope that, things work out well for you. All the best for the RTP certification. I'm sure you'll
Thank
definitely
you.
get it. And
Thank you.
Autumn and STEM, they both have good training programs. So you
Yes.
slowly and slowly you would be getting more and more exposure. So now this brings me to the question: how do you feel about being an author on the book?
Yeah, actually, being an author of this book, it's what to say. It's truly an honor to be part of this, because there has been a lot of prominent personalities who are there authoring this book. So it's truly an honor and a great privilege to be. Working with these kind of prominent personalities. Uh, what I feel like is that we have been interacting and working together, and what I understood is there has been a lot of learnings, and there has been a lot of experience that has been shared, and I truly believe that the articles that has been mentioned, the various chapters that has been mentioned in this book, will truly motivate more people to join in this IP, the technology commercialization arena. Because through this book, we there has been a lot of experiences, how each of these authors or personalities have interacted with various institutions, what are the challenges they have faced, and how they have tackled it. All those has been mentioned, so I believe that it will be a must to have one for all the budding entrepreneurs, as well as for people who are looking to have a career in the technology commercialization area.
So now everybody, Indu has given you all a tip and a reason that why you should be getting this book and read it. So keep following us for the updates. I have the social media handle for Indu on this video. You can connect with her. I will also add it in my post. So you could, continuously get in touch with her. And yes, I know and hope that you are following Dhani. Thank you so much, Indu. It was pleasure talking to you today. And I hope to, keep staying connected with you and talk more. And wish you a very
Thank you.
happy World Intellectual Property Day.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much for the opportunity, Pooja. And it was a pleasure working with you. So thank you so much, and wishing you also a happy, an impactful intellectual property day. So thank you so much.